thing started off. Before we do, I just want to get in here and say a few words right quick. Ask for a minute of y'all's time. They talked about Mr. Country there that, you know, passed away. He built CB amplifiers and stuff there, and had an accident there, a pretty catastrophic accident working on one, and passed away there. One of the good CB roll callers there was a friend of everybody's on the roll call, and he thought everybody was his friend there that was on the CB radio. I got to know Country over the roll call and talked to him over the phone till 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. He told me about his passion for the CB over the years, and about building amplifiers and stuff. He's built a few that some of y'all's probably heard. If you ever go down to the bowl, listen to Channel 6 and stuff. Built some pretty big boxes there. Smart man. For those of y'all that didn't know him, he grew up down there in South Georgia. Talked about the hot summers all the time. He talked about hating Obama and how he loved Bo Cephas and the Leonard Skinner band. He had acres and acres of land down there. He's always inviting his CB friends to come down there and do a little hog hunting, and he always talked about wanting everybody to get together for roll call, put a pig in the ground and stuff, you know, and invite a few folks out and have a good time. Anyway, he's just a good old boy that'll be missed there. There's a bunch of people sitting around tonight wanting to make and show a little appreciation to Mr. Country. But I think we need to make a little noise for Mr. Country. Before we get roll call started, show a little tribute to them, because if one of y'all was to pass away, y'all get the same respect. So anyhow, we'll make a little noise for Mr. Country, the man that was 60 miles south of Augusta, Georgia. But before we do, he'd always talked about Hank Williams Jr. and asked me if I'd heard of this song and that song, you know, on the telephone. And we need to show Mr. Country some good Southern hospitality and let him know that he's got a few rowdy friends on the radio tonight. See if we can make a little bit of noise for him. I know he would have done it for y'all there, sure would have. Just wanted to say a few words for him. I got to know him. He's a good friend of mine. I appreciate y'all giving me just a minute there to talk about him, and I let y'all know a little something about him. He was a good guy, just a good old country boy. Grew up on a farm in South Georgia and loved his CB radio. Let's show how rowdy his CB friends can get. When I get done doing what I'm doing here now, when I unkey, we'll all get in there together and give us a good 60 seconds of calling out for Mr. Country. We done it for Blue Diamond when he passed away down here. I believe he was a pretty good fella. Got to meet him one time. But when I unkey now, I want everybody to key them radios up. Every one of you is listening. Don't be sandbagging now. Let's show him some appreciation and call out, how about you, Country? How about that country down there around Augusta, Georgia? I want to hear Tennessee, North Carolina. Let's show him some respect. Light the old airwaves up for old Country. Now, when I unkey this thing, I want everybody to key up at once for a good 60 seconds. So how about it, Country? How about that country 60 miles south of Augusta, Georgia? on, call out for old country. Come on now, everybody, call out for old country down there south of Augusta, Georgia. Come on now, do it. Let's go. How about it down there, old country, 60 miles south of Augusta, Georgia. Old Georgia Cracker saying bye, 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 bye. That's right, Mr. 419. Let's give one last final key down for 10 seconds. Now I want everybody around South Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, or even if you didn't know Mr. Country, let's show him some good Southern hospitality and let him know that all his rowdy CB friends are in the house. Now I want to hear you. Old Country's on the mail. Country, old country, 60 miles south of Augusta, Georgia. Miss Country, if you listening down there, our hearts and prayers go out to you and your family now. Georgia Cracker's back quiet. I hear you down there, Side. I hear you, Side. Boy, I appreciate each and every one of you keying up for old country and giving us a minute to do that. Show him some respect, because I guarantee you well, I'll give it right back to you. All right, down there, come on, Side, Pigeon Man, all the rest of yous. Now holler at old country down there 60 miles south of Augusta, Georgia. Come on, Worky Man, Hamburger Man, all of you boys around Alpharetta, Georgia. I've heard more stations key up one time tonight that sound like everybody's in a biggest race there's ever in their life. Now, I'm going to get out of the way, but before I do, key her down. Bump it down for old country one more time. I appreciate everybody coming out and showing Southern hospitality, Mr. Ghost. I reckon we'll turn it back over to you, buddy. And Mr. Raider, maybe you'd like to get in there first and then pass it over to Mr. Ghost.